Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, pop culture, social media, technology, and items of interest that come up during the week that allow us to have a little bit of a dialogue. I want to welcome all of you guys from New Tech and, of course, all of you here on YouTube for your guys' continued support.
We start things off from Jerry Dunleavy. White House transcript of Biden remark is now incorrectly aligned with what this White House assistant press secretary falsely claimed on Twitter, despite the video showing Biden clearly stating, end of quote, repeat the line, and not let me repeat the line. Now, for those of you here on the BuzWeaver channel, you know we take the difficult and the complicated, the tumult, and we make things very simple. And the very simple explanation here is that the White House, the establishment, the president, the vice president are not all on the same page because they each have their own particular agendas, which normally has to correlate around what the establishment says and directs them to say. But nonetheless here, even from the White House itself, let me repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political, or let me be precise, not and or political power. So we here on the BuzWeaver channel, of course, already know these very factual bits of information that are happening daily. And we sit back and we wonder, well, I hope that the average everyday American will notice what's going on. But if they don't, of course, you can always direct them here to my video shorts, of course, by going to my channel. And you can go to the short section. Let's go ahead and hear it from the man himself. Now, this is going to be a different take here, a different video in the BuzWeaver archives.
Mr. President, what's your message to Democrats who don't want you to run again?
They want me to run.
Two-thirds say they
Read
don't.
the polls. Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
There you go, Jack. Check the polls, Jack. All you guys are the same. And by what he means by the same, ironically enough, is that they all work together to really do the best they can to make him look good. And when they can't make him look good, they feel bad because they were hoping that he would do something that would make them feel good. But nonetheless, there you have it from him himself, because we go to the article where they are mentioning this in the media. Biden bizarrely cites poll that most Democrats don't want him to run in 2024 as evidence he should. There you go. You have it there. I saw this quite amusingly on the Tim Pool channel. If you guys haven't already, be sure to check out Tim Pool, Timcast, and of course Timcast IRL, where he has some amazing and extraordinary work, as well as the fact that he was misquoted there on the January 6th committee the other day. U.S. President Joe Biden misrepresented a recent poll that showed most Democrats don't want him to run for office again, arguing that the party does in fact support him in contesting the 2024 election. So it's kind of a pick or choose, you see. It's all dependent on who's doing the polling, what the polling is about, and what the conditions of the polling are. A recent poll conducted by the New York Times found that at least 64% of Democrats want a new candidate for the next presidential election. And that is because the establishment selected the president. The establishment is currently the ones that are trying to make their money back because President Trump held them back when President Trump allowed for the country to succeed and prosper, and the establishment can't handle that. The deep state does not want a non-cooperative president that they can't control. When Mr. Biden was asked if he had anything to say to those Democrats who want him to hang up his boots after a single term, he replied, "They want me to run." Now, of course, that wasn't the exact phrasing and wording, of course, because the media isn't going to be as exacting as they should be, because they don't have to be correct. That's the thing. The media does not have to be correct. So according to the poll released on Monday, 92% of Democrats said they would stick with Mr. Biden if the only alternative is former President Donald Trump. So you have a disconnect here between what the media is trying to push as a narrative, what the president is trying to do to please the 8% of the radical progressive left so that they don't burn down cities because he wants them to vote for him, while he hopes that the rest of the country will fall in line with what the establishment will feed them, because the establishment basically tells Biden how he should essentially feel and think, and that's exactly what the mainstream media tries to do as well. They try to tell us what we should be thinking, what our opinions should be, what directions we should go in, and how to vote, so forth and so on. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, those of you here on the BuzWeaver channel, you guys continue to support the channel by liking and sharing, which I genuinely appreciate. And of course, all of you guys on New Tech as well. That'd be BitChute and Rumble and Odyssey and on DTube itself. So I want to thank all of you guys for your continued support. And that's what I had for you guys this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. Below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to, where you can see my daily post, as well as the Amazon link if you guys are Prime members or order frequently from Amazon. You guys can use that link, go to the landing page, and search for what you're looking for. And of course, it helps out the channel here in 2022. Thank you for the likes, the shares, for those on New Tech, as well as here on YouTube, and appearing right there on the screen for all of you watching on YouTube. That would be the channel icon. You can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys right there behind that camera next week.